Kia ora and welcome to Tarmac. I'm Dave.
I'm Matthew, and this silhouette of a sports car behind us is none other than the Toyota Supra.
That's right, for 2021 Toyota have delivered on their promise of making a Supra. Let's take a look at this. That's right, so for 2021 there's been a lot of work that's gone on underneath here, and we'll get to that in a minute. Externally, on the normal 2021 model, the only difference you'll see is these red brake calipers that are Brembo. But this is not your normal 2021 option. This is the limited, the A91 version. So first of all, you see this beautiful color, horizon blue. One of it is only available in this model. The 19-inch feet are now black, matte black alloys. Look at this, it's lovely, and plenty of sticky rubber to keep you going. Also, there's quite a lot of carbon fiber, including these wing mirrors here, and round the back, the boot spoiler now really slithers of carbon fiber. I reckon it looks excellent. And also carbon fiber style stickers on this rear end that I'm reliably informed reminds them of the F12 Ferrari, which is not a bad thing. But the big difference is under the bonnet. Let's go and check out under there. It still comes with the BMW 3-litre straight-six engine, but Toyota have messed with the exhaust manifold. They've changed it from a 2-port to a 6-port. They've moved the twin-scroll turbo to get more air flow through it, which obviously cools it, gives it more power. They've changed the pistons, they've changed the cylinder head, they've done so much to it. In fact, they've increased the kilowatts by 35, so 35 more kilowatts, which is basically an increase of 14%. That's massive. And also they've added these aluminium struts across here to give it more of a solid feel when it goes on the track, so it is more track focused. Speaking of track focused, our track hero or track demon Matthew is waiting inside to show you all around in there.
Well, I'd say I'm pretty good on a track, but although Dave would like to differ, I'd say I'd certainly be no match for this Supra on a track. All this carbon fiber and this Alcantara gives it away that this is a hardened sports car. And I mean, just look at these seats, it's all covered in Alcantara there, and more sort of nods towards that ability on the track. Another giveaway that this is the A91 is the contrast stitching that runs all throughout on the leather, both on the seats and on the dashboard. And those are just sort of the little tidbits that Toyota have added in as part of this special edition package, or limited edition package rather. The only issue with this interior that I will pick up on is that this weird bar right here that's dividing the driver from all of the controls in the center console. And the thing is, our American sort of counterparts have said the same thing. They thought maybe it's a right-hand drive car, so the bar's on the left side, but in a left-hand drive car, the bar's on the same side as well. But I'll actually tell you why that is. It's not something that Toyota have missed. It's actually a nod to the previous generation, the Mark IV Supra, because that had sort of this weird barrier thing going there in the middle to almost separate the driving experience from everything else that's there in the middle. So a little bit of heritage, frankly. And of course we would be doing it an injustice if we didn't take it for a drive. So it's a sports car and there's two of us here. Well, let's do that.
So the 2021, and in this case the limited A91 Supra. I mean, it really is a fantastic upgrade, a more powerful upgrade to an already very powerful vehicle. So they've managed to get an extra 35 kilowatts out of a really substantial 200 odd kilowatt engine, so it's now 285 kilowatts. That's 14% extra. I've got to run with these figures while I'm here, but 35 kilowatts is, I don't know, 10 lawnmowers. It's a really substantial moped. It's a small motorboat, a fizz boat, stuck on an already powerful engine. That's phenomenal.
Well, to calm it down and quantify it in proper man's terms, it's about 50 more horsepower basically. So yes, it's, you know...
A man? Who doesn't like motorbikes and boats? Anyway.
They've almost squeezed an extra Yaris's worth of power into the engine, if you like to measure it that way. But I think what they've done especially is make the Supra a little bit more fun and a little bit more, I guess, hoonish, if you like to say, with all the dressings of carbon fiber and the contrast stitching and the black stickers and all that stuff. Stickers add extra horsepower, by the way.
So does cleaning it, apparently. No, I think you're right. This is the limited version, so as Matthew pointed out earlier, they're only making 1,000 of these. Now, that's actually makes it, particularly when this is only about $1,000, $1,500 more expensive than the already upgraded 2021 version. That makes this a really, really good buy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you look at other car manufacturers, I won't name them, but they'll charge you several thousands, if not tens of thousands, to add this sort of carbon fiber on the car and add the extra Brembo brakes up front, the reinforced brakes, and all this other technology that's gone in, the smarter rear differential, the cylinder heads, the strut braces, all that sort of stuff would be part of, say, another manufacturer's performance package. And we all know how much those cost.
Hell, just this Horizon Blue's worth it there and then. I love this colour, it's very cool. Look, I won't go into how comfortable this car is to drive or what the seating position. You guys already know what the new Supra's like. It's just how much special this car makes you feel, and it does. The extra bits of carbon fibre really do make a psychological difference. Obviously offer very little to zero weight difference, but it's just, it feels cool, it feels better, and you know, it feels special. There's only 2 of these going to be in New Zealand. Not necessarily sure you want this one though. Anyway.
Let me take it back to when I was a kid. If I saw a car like this on the road, being me, I'd probably point it out and say, oh, A91 Supra, blah blah blah, one of 2, 1 of 1,000 in the world, all that stuff. But if I was your average kid on the road, I'd just look at that blue color and the black dressing and just be like, look at that car, you know? It draws eyes, frankly, everywhere we go. People drive past, and I bet 95% of those people don't know what a Supra is and don't care, frankly, but it makes them look. And I guess if that's what you're after, this is the Supra to go for.
The good thing about it, when you push this sport button, the engine note changes, the steering changes, the gear ratio changes, the all power's unleashed, and it just becomes this excellent sports car that just wants to keep giving. It's awesome. The dampers change, so it corners nicely. Corners really well, actually. That just whizzes round these corners. And it's such a strong sports car.
What Toyota have missed out, though, I'm going to say, is that if you're at the hands of a driver like Dave over here, there's no sort of grab handles for your fearful passengers around.
Grab hold of the seat, you'll be fine. It is a fun car, and it does bring out the hoon in you, as all the GR or Gazoo Racing products line is doing now. I mean, the Yaris we had fun with, that brought out the Tasmanian devil in me. It was just crazy. And it's just, they're exciting cars from a brand that on the whole isn't generally that exciting, or hasn't been that exciting. But these are fun GR. It's a whole new era of GR fun.
I mean, you look at Toyota's history, say over the last 20 years, and you look at their history in the last year or the last 2 years, and these last year or last 2 years have been so vastly different in terms of that performance aspect. You know, the GR Yaris is just spectacular, and I mean, this Supra is pretty damn good too, and especially with that little bit of extra money for all this, so much more. And you've just got to take your hat off to Akira Toyoda and what he's done with the company. It's astonishing, really.
You can't get away from the BMW-ness of the vehicle, and that's not a bad thing, you know. Neither this nor the Z4 would have been made without each other, and that's actually cool. I think both fan camps should be embracing both of these cars, and this really is fulfilling every one of their promises for more power. And who doesn't want more power? And it comes to you from a really low end. The 1600 RPM, the power comes in. Maximum torque goes all the way up to 5,000, which is, you know, great. So the needle moves and you move along with it. I love it.
And I mean, people might joke about it and say, hey, it's the BMW Supra or whatever, but the fact is that they are both very different cars and they behave very differently. And, you know, even though it might look a little bit similar on the inside and the engine might be the same, they've got very different characters. And, you know, it's unfair to both the cars to say they're exactly alike, because they just aren't. But what Toyota and BMW have done is work together to make two cars of their own better for their customers, and you know, we're happy with that. We get more sports cars. Who doesn't want that?
And now you get more power. All that exhaust stuff. So there you have it, the 2021 Toyota GR Supra Limited A91, however you want to dress it up. More power, more fun, more performance, more grrr. I love it. It's really cool.
There's carbon fiber, frankly, everywhere. It looks so much different. It behaves very differently to the normal Supra, and that's really the GR touch, isn't it? What they've done so far, it's just another fantastic car from the GR range. Thank you, Mr. Toyota.
Yeah, we honor you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. It is somewhere around here or up there, or I don't know. You know where it is. And there's a little bell to ring or something, so you can just keep in touch. Leave a comment. I don't know. Do what you like to do. Cheers.
And once you're done watching our videos, make sure you keep those eyes on the road.